fifth senator threatening to vote no, and you see three there who are expressing some strong concerns.
Also, President Trump taking aim at former President Obama, questioning why he didn't act on the Russia information that the Washington Post reports he knew about in July of 2016. The president tweeting just out, the Obama administration knew far in advance of November 8th about election meddling by Russia, did nothing about it. Now, as more details unfold surrounding the Russian meddling into the 2016 election, there is a journalist who says some experts are now looking at Ukraine as the blueprint for what's to come in the U.S. He says the country is suspected of being Russia's cyberwar testing ground, so to speak, ultimately to perfect attacks. We spoke with a former undercover KGB agent a little bit earlier this morning that said Russia's technology is far from perfect.
This is the more serious topic we should be talking about, cyber war and our vulnerabilities in that respect. Yes, and if I were to bet, if it ever came to a cyber war exchange, we would win. Historically, the Russians, the Soviets have always been behind technologically. It doesn't mean that if they, they're sophisticated in some areas, they can hack and all that, but overall, we are way ahead of them, have always been in technology.
Let's talk about it with senior writer for Wired magazine, Andy Greenberg. This is the subject of the cover story, Lights Out, How an Entire Nation Became Russia's Test Lab for Cyber War. It's in next month's issue of Wired magazine. Andy, thank you so much for being with us. I know that you report, experts say Ukraine has been the victim of a cyber assault unlike any the world has ever seen. Why do they believe that, I should say?
Well, Ukraine is facing, I think it's fair to say, a cyber war. And it's very clear, well, it's very likely at least, that Russia is behind all this. Ukraine is at war with Russia, and we've seen every sector of Ukrainian society be hit by cyber attacks, from finance to the transportation system being shut down, to hundreds of computers being destroyed in the Ukrainian media, to the election in Ukraine being hacked in 2014. And then finally, we've seen these unprecedented attacks on the Ukrainian power grid.